I'm 46, and if you're in your 20s or 30s, watch this. The best time to get your body in shape was yesterday. The next best time is now. You are at a window of life where it's easy. Yes, easier to get your body in shape. You've got time, hormones, and youth on your side. The health habits you have now will serve you for decades to come. Do not squander this. Next, start a habit of lifting weights. Muscle is your longevity organ and insurance for quality of life as you age. Pick a few exercises to get stronger at and commit to showing up to the gym regardless of how you feel, because it's better to be the oldest person in the weight room than the youngest person in the nursing home. Number 3, sleep is the best legal performance enhancing drug on the planet. You sleep for 1/3 of your life and you might as well make it amazing. Now, if you're wondering how to do that, I have a free guide that you can download. You can do it in the description or just comment sleep below and I'll send it to you. And it teaches you the protocol that we use to help our clients 10x their sleep quality while having amazing nights of sleep. Number 4, exercise is the most underutilized antidepressant and food is the most abused drug. Number 5, the foundation for a great quality of life is being in good metabolic health. This is a combination of having healthy body fat levels, healthy biomarkers like HbA1c, triglycerides, and insulin markers, and blood pressure. And only 1 in 8 people in the United States are actually metabolically healthy. When you fix the foundation, you improve cognitive function, your body's ability to use food as energy, and you're setting yourself up for an incredible quality of life. Number 6, tell any list that says that you should be doing X amount of things by 20 or 30 years old and tell them to go themselves. You have your own timing when it comes to life, and in order for you to live an authentic life, you must honor your own timing. Number 7, your friends set the ceiling of your life. If you hang around friends who do nothing but whine and complain about every area of their existence, then you will most likely be the person who whines and complains about every area of existence in your life. If you hang around friends who are into self-growth, relationships, health, and guess what? You will be into those things as well. Your friends set the ceiling of what's possible in your life. Your job is to find the ones that match your values and where you want to go. Number 8, as you level up, your friends are going to change. And as humans, we have to accept this because it just is what it is. Number 9, never trust someone based on what they say. Trust them based on what they do. Actions are always the best indicator of a person's integrity. Trust what you see, not what you want to see. 10, if you hang around someone and you feel like your energy was just zapped out of your body after hanging with them, take this as a signal to not hang around that person again. It is a symptom of being an energy vampire. Number 11, your diet not only consists of your food, but the information you take in and the friends you hang around. You have to be mindful of all 3 of these choices. Number 12, embrace new technology. So back in my 20s, we had this invention called the internet. Yes, Uncle Dan was putting the wire into the phone jack and hearing that weird fax machine type of noise to connect you. And I used dial-up and I used fiber wire. I used everything. And I used the internet almost every day since it was invented. Now, the same thing is happening with artificial intelligence right now. And I gotta tell you, I live in a town where I talk to a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds, and I'm just surprised at how many people are not even using this technology. Every decade, there's going to be something that is going to shift the course of humanity. And I implore you not to be afraid of it, but to embrace it because it will be your competitive advantage, whether it comes to getting a career or starting a business. You are going to be way ahead of everyone else who's scared of using it. 13, if someone doesn't have your phone number, do not take their criticism seriously. They don't know you, and anything that they're criticizing is only the thing that they're seeing on the surface. Number 14, your brain is a piece of software. You upgrade it by reading amazing books, doing courses, learning new skills, crushing new challenges, and choosing the people you surround yourself with. Next, your body is a piece of hardware that you upgrade through weights, cardio, stretching, and lifting. Number 16, create a habit of always paying off your credit card at the end of each month. One of the quickest ways to create financial frustration is to always be mired in consumer debt. Number 17, create a habit of paying yourself first, no matter how much you have. Save at least 10% of what you earn, and this is regardless of how much debt you have. And the reason I say this is because the more money you're able to see in your bank account, the more secure you actually feel overall, and this goes a long way towards your spending and also your saving habits. Next, now when you save, take a portion of that and learn how to invest so you can actually understand how you can turn your dollars into more dollars. 19, make it a habit of spending quality time away from your phone every single day. A great life is actually lived outside, experiencing your friends, your family. It's not in front of a screen. Number 20, learn how to be bored. The ability to be bored without having to distract yourself is a superpower in modern society. 21, write a vision for your life and then break down that vision into 3-year goals, and then break those 3-year goals down into 1-year goals. And then afterwards, you want to take those 1-year goals and break them down into quarterly projects, which will then turn into monthly tasks. And these are going to be the tasks that you're going to be lining up your week with every single week. And this is the formula for turning a vision into actual reality. Number 22, do the Ivy League method. And it's simple. Every day, you're going to have 3 tasks based on the projects that we have created that are going to be moving our lives forward. Your job every single day is to complete those 3 tasks. And that's it. So many people get bogged down with overwhelming task lists when the reality is that every single day, if you just do 3 things that move you towards your goals, that will get you closer than everyone else who does nothing because they're so overwhelmed. Next, hire mentors or coaches as fast as humanly possible. Invest in yourself, and they will get you from point A to point B much faster than any book or course ever could. Number 24, invest whatever money it takes to get yourself into better rooms. Invest in that mastermind. Go to the conferences. This is one of the best ways to build out your network. Number 25, self-pity and arguing for your excuses is a sign of learned helplessness. Avoid these at all costs because these are highly damaging to your spirit. Number 26, if you are feeling uncomfortable, it's actually a sign that you are growing. Instead of trying to resist it, invite it and understand that feeling is a path to becoming a better version of yourself. Next, honor the gut-brain axis. The foods you eat affect your gut. Your gut affects your brain. If you want your brain to work better, you have to improve the quality of your gut health. And that means choosing the right foods that go into your body. Next, all of the things that you want in life are on the other side of facing your fears. A good life was never meant to be comfortable, and if you want to grow, you will deal with a good amount of fear. Your job is to feel the fear and do it anyways. Next, worrying is wasted energy and is basically praying to the devil. You will never make a problem better by the sheer amount of worry that you place upon it. You'll be much better served by placing that energy towards the solution rather than worrying about things that probably will never happen. Next, a goal is simply a destination, and the steps to attain it are going to be your GPS. Do not put more focus on the goal as opposed to the actual steps that you have to take to get you to your destination. This means to always focus on process over outcome. Number 31, take ownership for every single area of your life. It may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. Trying to blame your responsibilities on other people is just going to take power away from you and blind you to the things that you can actually do to fix your situation. There is not one successful person that I know that blames other people for their problems. None. On the other hand, I know plenty of unsuccessful people who constantly blame other people for their problems. And no matter what happens in life, you always get the results that you deserve. Your greatest power in life is your ability to choose your perception. You can't choose what happens to you a lot of times, but you can choose what they mean to you. 2 people can have the exact same situation happen to them and come out with 2 wildly different types of perceptions. But the person who's able to control the perception and what things mean to them controls their life. Number 33, choosing who you're going to partner with in this life is going to be one of the most important decisions that you make. Avoid making the decision based on looks alone. They have to fit your personality and values. Number 34, when you're younger, you want to live in cities for more opportunities and a better network. And when you get older, you kind of want to live in small towns, especially if you have family and you want more peace of mind and you want more tranquil settings. And something that I find is that for each decade of life, you're going to want to optimize for different things. And it's on you to have the self-awareness to honor those things. Number 35, life's just way too short not to live in a place that suits your personality. Number 36, you develop good habits and you fall into bad ones. I remember back in my party days, I was hanging around some unsavory characters. And I was at an after party. And you know, an after party is when the clubs close at 2 a.m. and then you go to this place to party some more. And I remember one of these people I was hanging around offered me this bump of cocaine. And I've never had cocaine in my life. I looked at the bump and it was offered to me for free. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But even though at the time I was slightly inebriated, I knew if I liked doing it, it would be over for me. And starting any new vice has to come through the lens of, what if I actually like this? What's going to happen to my life? Thankfully, I didn't do it. And since then, I've really cleaned up my life. And it's in those little decisions that will alter the course of your life for better or worse. So any kind of new vice that you're thinking of bringing in, be mindful. Number 37, what you measure is what you manage. If you want to get better at anything, you have to track it. Next, I mentioned this earlier, but again, you have to honor your own timing. Back in my 20s, I really did not know what I was going to do with my life. And I felt behind because I saw all of my friends go into corporate jobs and get paid. And if I let that pressure get to me, then I wouldn't have been able to take the time to choose something that I really want to do, which was being in fitness. Now, fast forward to my 30s, I felt this pressure to get a mate and to get married and to have kids, but I didn't actually feel like I was ready for it. And I made the hard decision to just pause until I felt completely ready. And this is all to say that everyone has their own timing when it comes to life. Some people are early and some people are maybe a little bit later. And you have to keep on reminding yourself that you have your own timing and it's never too late to do the things that you're meant to do. Number 39, the only true test of intelligence is getting what you want out of life while maintaining your values and integrity. I know some people with high IQs who are wicked smart who are living lives of despair because they identify so much with being smart. They're so scared to make a decision that involves risk or losing that identity, especially if they fail. They're so smart, it actually makes them stupid. And I also know some not so smart people, and I'll probably put myself in this bucket as well. We don't wait for the perfect conditions. We don't overthink. We don't get all of our ducks lined up in a row. If we know something is going to possibly improve our lives and it's also going to help us mitigate a lot of regret, we will have the mentality of figuring it out. And guess what? We usually do. We don't overthink, we don't overanalyze, we just take action. Because at the end of the day, a decision made with 70% of information actually beats a perfect plan that never leaves the notebook. And the people I know who are actually building the lives they want aren't the ones with the highest IQ in the room. They are the ones who are willing to look dumb for a few months while they figure it out. And last, don't take anything I said at face value. Test them out on your own in your own life. Everyone is going to be different, and if they work for you, awesome. And if they don't, you can just disregard them and get rid of them. And when I was younger, I thought life would be worse when I got to my 40s. And what I realized is that my perception of age matters more than what the number on your birthday says. Now I'm 46 years old. Actually, this year I'm turning 47, and I feel way better than I did in my 20s. And each year keeps on getting better and better. So if you're watching this and you're feeling a little bit lost, maybe a little bit behind, I hope this video points you in the right direction. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.